My name is Gerardo Gonzalo Ramirez. As protection is logic gates. Introduction to a logic gates. Logic gates is are fundamental building blocks in the digital electronic state performance logical operation files belong algorithms that can input signal uh, 0 for low and 1 for high and digital signal and producing an output according to their logic function. The most common logic gates are AND output is 1 only if both inputs are on. S input ones and the most common logic gates is and comprises is important programming as projects technology means. Mm, or output is 1 is 8 less 1 input is 1 not inverted input 1 5 0 0 and 1 and this inversion two inputs. NAND is opposite of AND. Temporary output is 0 if both inputs are 1. Um, there. NOR is opposite or is 1 if unless one input is 1. In and on NOR output is 1 only if both inputs are 0. Source output is 1 only inputs are different. Its source is output is on 1 only inputs are same. Yeah, these logic inputs talkable and the logic gates in the code, the VHL code implementing the fields and the code implement the logic gates is a digital circuit. It consisted of train maintenance section, library package, engine definition, behavior architect, and assembly. This is real all its on as a logic at is and the priest and the state and the using EA and state logic are as ultimate operations and in definitions and the entire section defining inputs and outputs of the or logic gates in circuit and in the story log of a story logic of story logic and or nor is only each new and simpler on the spaceship no? And unlogic gate is and the back input is in each to a login signal and the output is and not and or store there The architect section describes the functional logic and the behavior of logic is a binary. It's actually represents the logic operand depending of the inputs and determine the output. Yes, section and the end behavior and so on. Recapitulation and the tool process you completely completely reported logic and the user and the coding of that perfect section. Logic gates is an documented tools. This second batch called this test bench. Test bench is which is using a simulation functionality Of the pure circuits, this page does not have input or output. Is it definition processes the applicates evaluates the logic circuits and observes its behavior. Library on the package is using E8 as the logic. The using working as logic types and definition, ending end, and the logic and so it's the log importance, end importance. It is ending end. Uh, Unlike the first code, and it has no ports because it's the only at state range. And signal and components is use declaration is the signal stores the input output of the logic circuit and the input at north, or XOR, and the components. And components and there is and declaration logic gates component always test range in installing it. And no, 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 no. And the story. This is logic bytes components virtual is map port map is the connected declaration signals to the actual component logic gates. In the initial process is applying different inputs while on every 19 nanosecond how it's used to observe the behaviors of the logic gates in a simulation. Always process initial here, always and states the M and N was the project says gets executed. This processes execution and the test range with a typical use for continuing motors. Sampler is represents is to view next viewer is so it's an evaluates process and signal declared and its inputs, outputs, section 1, section 0 is depend is as given are as node, nodes, it source, node, or and is and section is really and next one is the tools and tools is running and is this is and this um, well, is in the key input you require to project manager so that field a library and a constant for the FPGA. Actually, couplings, Faisal, and the work with HL projects, projects, require to read code.